Something was moving in the snow. Not falling, not sliding, moving. Ranger Mihai had patrolled the Carpathian snowfields for 11 years. He knew what wolves looked like from a distance. He knew what injured animals looked like. But this was different, whatever it was. It wasn't fleeing. It wasn't hunting. It was guarding, circling the same frozen patch of ground. Over and over for more than an hour, he raised his binoculars. His breath stopped, and when he finally walked close enough to see what was buried beneath that snow, he dropped to his knees and started digging with his bare hands. It wasn't a wolf, it was a dog. Massive, pale gray, almost invisible against the white. But something was wrong with it. Its ribs were showing through its fur. It hadn't eaten in days, maybe longer. Yet it wasn't running, it wasn't collapsing. It was standing, rigid, focused. Eyes locked on the ground beneath its paws. Mihai had seen stray dogs before. Lost ones, scared ones, aggressive ones. But never one like this. No collar, no tags, no tracks leading to the spot. As if the dog had simply appeared there. He radioed his station. "There's a dog guarding something in the north snowfield. I don't know what it is." The reply came back immediately. "Guarding what?" Mihai looked at the disturbed snow beneath the dog's feet. Something was buried there. Something the dog refused to leave. Mihai took one step forward. The dog didn't growl, it didn't bark, it just stared, like it was deciding something, like it was deciding about him. He stopped breathing. 10 seconds passed, then, slowly, the dog stepped aside. Just enough for Mihai to see it. The snow wasn't flat, it was pushed, disturbed, like something had broken through from below, or been placed there deliberately. He knelt down, started digging with his gloves, 6 inches, 8 inches, then his fingers hit something solid. Not rock, not wood, fabric, bright orange, sealed tight, an emergency bivy bag. His stomach dropped. Had seen these before. Mountain rescue gear, but they are only used in one situation. When someone is almost dead, he grabbed his radio with shaking hands. "I need paramedics, North Snowfield, now." Then he heard it, a sound from inside the bag, faint, weak, but real. Mihai tore the bag open and froze. Inside was a man, middle-aged, pale as the snow around him. Not moving, not visibly breathing. His skin had turned a shade of blue that Mihai had only seen on corpses. He pressed 2 fingers to the man's neck. A pulse, barely. But there, the paramedics arrived 12 minutes later. The lead medic checked the man's core temperature. Then checked it again. He turned to Mihai with an expression that didn't make sense on a trained professional. "This isn't possible," he said quietly. The man's body temperature was 19 degrees Celsius. Clinically, medically, fatally low. At that temperature, the human brain shuts down. The heart stops, organs fail, there is no coming back. But this man was alive, breathing, pulse steady, as if his body had simply paused. And then, someone noticed something else. The dog was gone. They searched the snowfield, every direction, nothing. No paw prints leading away, no tracks, no trail, just gone. Like it had never been there at all. Mihai stood in the center of that empty field. Wind cutting across his face, and felt something he hadn't felt in 11 years of ranger work. Fear. Back at the hospital, investigators began asking questions. Who was this man? How did he get there? How did he survive? His ID identified him as a 47-year-old hiker from a village 60 kilometers away. He had been reported missing 9 days ago. 9 days in Carpathian winter conditions. No shelter, no food, no fire. The survival record in those conditions was 3 days, maximum. But the real twist came when they reviewed his case file. The man had no history of mountaineering, no survival training, no emergency equipment registered to his name. So where did the bivy bag come from? Who sealed him inside it? 3 weeks later, the man woke up. His name was Theodore. Doctors called his survival a medical anomaly. Scientists called it unexplainable. The press called it a miracle. But Theodore called it something else entirely. When he could finally speak, the first thing he said wasn't, "Where am I?" It wasn't, "How long was I out?" He looked at the nurse beside him and whispered, "Where is the dog?" He remembered nothing about the mountain, nothing about the cold, nothing about being buried, but he remembered the dog sitting beside him in total darkness, warm against his side, keeping him alive through 9 impossible nights. Investigators checked every shelter, every village, every kennel within 200 kilometers. No missing dog matched the description. No owner ever came forward. The bivy bag's origin was never traced. And Theodore, to this day, carries a photograph in his wallet. A single frame from Mihai's field camera, a large pale gray dog, standing in the snow, looking directly into the lens, like it knew, like it had always known. Some things that save you were never meant to be explained.